Greetings, fellows, prepare to unlock the high-octane world of Marco Polo, whose extraordinary voyages rewrote history's script and laid out a roadmap to the unknown. It's a tale that can transform your aims into groundbreaking real-world triumphs. As we crack open history's vault, dive deep into the odyssey that is Polo's life, a narrative brimming with persistence, innovation, and the undying zest to explore. So, buckle up and get ready to be illuminated by the timeless wisdom of a legend. Envision the misty waters of Venice as an embattled Marco Polo, captured amidst a naval clash at 44, finds himself behind bars. It's here, within these stone walls, he dictates his epic adventures across Asia to a fellow inmate, a saga of serving Kublai Khan, China's emperor, that would inspire adventurers for ages. But what unfolds isn't just a spellbinding tale. It's a masterclass on perseverance, observation, and the pursuit of seemingly unattainable goals. Let's rewind to the genesis of Polo's journey, a trek that tested the limits of human endurance. These merchants of adventure, Polo and his kin, braved the Silk Road, where each mile brought them face to face with ferocious beasts, treacherous terrains, and unforgiving climates, while evading bandits drawn to their precious cargo of jewels. But their eyes were fixed on a prize far beyond richest court of Kublai Khan. Now, ponder this. What can Polo's relentless expedition teach you about long-term aspirations? Simple. It's the art of grafting, of overcoming the impossible. Adopting this in your lives could reshape your path, making the impossible commonplace, much like Polo changed the landscape for Western explorers, including Columbus. Polo's chronicle doesn't just stop at his journey. It's a panoramic view of the opulent court of Kublai Khan, a rare gaze into an empire where culture thrived and innovation knew no bounds. Here, Polo not only absorbed the diversity of civilizations but also contributed to them by serving spontaneously as an ambassador, a linguist, a gatherer of intelligence, rendering himself invaluable to the great Khan. This versatility, this ability to adapt and adopt, projected by Polo, should be your beacon. Observing with intent and immersing yourself in diverse environments could catapult you into a vanguard of efficiency and productivity. Picture this: from the creation of paper currency to the practical use of compasses, Polo's interactions paved the way for modern conveniences. His tales prompted a cultural metamorphosis in Europe, an enlightenment that might have never been kindled without his shared insights. Draw on the wisdom of cosmopolitan legends like Bruce Lee, who, like Polo, thrived on a philosophy of absorption and synthesis. "Take no thought of who is right or wrong," he remarked, echoing Polo's legacy, a call to action to absorb the valuable, reject the trivial, and personalize your arsenal of knowledge. Now, let's unravel how Polo's once bewildering tales of paper money have become our mundane reality. These accounts teach us the magnitude of perspective. As the compass steered ancient mariners through uncharted waters, let Polo's journey steer you towards broad-mindedness and adaptability, the true north for success in today's boundary-breaking scenarios. As we round off this profound journey with Marco Polo, ask yourselves how his perseverance and thirst for knowledge echo in your veins. What far-flung shores will you set sail to, and what indomitable goals will you pursue? If Polo's incredible voyage has ignited a spark within you, then step forward and chart your own course. Remember that the most titanic journeys start with a single, determined step. And for those who've walked alongside us through this story of resilience and vision, your appreciation is deeply valued support that champions our quest to unearth and share lessons that inspire. Now, visualize what tomorrow could look like if you embraced the Marco Polo mindset. What new vistas would be revealed? Don't just ponder. Subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to become part of this voyage of discovery. Each action brings us closer to sharing more transformative narratives. And as you go, consider what steps you'll take to etch your own mark on the world. Share your actions in response to this video. Lay out your blueprint for greatness. Thank you for venturing through time and across continents with us. May the spirit of Marco Polo guide you to become the pioneers of tomorrow, setting the stage for your monumental strides to come. And should this tale have enriched your life, consider showing your support and measure to the inspiration you've drawn. Find that opportunity in the description below. Until our next encounter, keep your compasses ready and your aspirations unrestrained. Adventure awaits. Prepare to have your perspective revolutionized as we dissect an uncomfortable truth. In the labyrinth of modern society, your professional achievements may just decide how you're esteemed by those around you. Ready to dive in? Let's unravel this high-stakes game of societal validation. Ever noticed that at gatherings, the inevitable "what do you do?" question is a litmus test for your worth in the eyes of others? It seems we've become a civilization of connoisseurs in over-analyzing a single facet of one's identity, their career and, particularly, how well it lines their pockets. It's not a fixation with materialism per se. Rather, it's the dire quest for respect and affection that sets us on this path. Wealth and luxury are not the endgame, they're merely vehicles to the adulation we earnestly seek. This reflects an intriguing redefinition of greed. View the person in the swanky car not through the standard lens of materialism, but as someone desperately seeking love and validation. If you find solace in the simplicity of bicycling around town, it's a testament to a sound foundation laid by your past. To the parents out there, if your child shows no inclination toward fame, you've most likely raised them right. Their comfort with just being themselves, sans a thought of success, is the true victory. The dream that anything is attainable is both inspirational and yet a hazardous minefield. These words, spoken with such conviction, set the stage for enormous pressure and potential despair for the majority who will lead, quite frankly, an ordinary life. Stroll through the aisles of any bookstore, and you'll notice two prominent themes: making a small fortune instantly, and the ubiquitous struggle with low self-esteem. These subjects are inextricably linked in our culture, a culture which inadvertently promotes profound deficits in self-worth. Let's ponder for a moment that conventional life, by today's material standards, is far better than it has been historically. Yet, we've essentially poisoned our Eden with the ideology that ordinariness is substandard, that an average life lacks value. This twisted narrative propels us towards unnecessary suffering and, frankly, lunacy. Let us invite you to consider the Danish perspective, a refreshing antithesis to this prevailing madness. They've crafted a society that embraces the commonplace, ensuring quality education, transport, and services for the ordinary citizen. By doing so, they've recognized the reality that most of us will not lead exceptional lives, and that's perfectly fine. The idolatry of extraordinariness is a detrimental illusion, a misleading beacon that leads to an epidemic of discontent and, in its darkest corners, a surge in mental health crises. Meritocracy sells the dream that we get what we deserve, thereby infusing the concept of failure with unnecessary shame and judgment. Enough with the constant push towards unattainable greatness. It's time we absorb a more wholesome notion: to be just fine with failing, being unremarkable, and sometimes, simply not having all the answers. Acceptance of our humanness is the antidote to the sickness of perfectionism. Find joy not in the superficial trappings of success, but in simple pleasures: a shared laugh with a friend, a satisfying meal, a problem-free day. Embrace love as it is, imperfect, understanding, and compassionate, not as society's false ideal. Shift the lenses through which we view our lives away from the blinding light of extraordinary achievements. Instead, let us seek solace in the recognition that our ordinary lives are, and always will be, enough. Remember, it's not about conquering the world. It's about finding contentment in the world you inhabit. If you find wisdom in our discourse today, embark on the journey of introspection and ask yourself, how will you reshape the narrative of success in your life? And as we part ways, consider this your gentle nudge to perhaps offer an expression of gratitude for any newfound insights. Should you feel compelled to, tips proportionate to the value you've received can be left via the link in the description. Lastly, if these revelations resonate with you, show some support. Like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to transform your view and grow in ways only discernible to the astute and perceptive mind. Together, let's redefine what it truly means to lead a meaningful life.